All right, we're going to look at BB11 using the discriminant. And our first directions are to find the discriminant of this quadratic, which is 4t squared minus 7t minus 5 equals 0. So all we're basically doing is using this formula to find the value of the discriminant. So let's go ahead and clarify. A is 4, B is negative 7, and C is negative 5. So we take negative 7, square it, minus 4 times A times C. And hopefully you're thinking to yourself, oh, this looks like quadratic formula. And it is. It's the inside of the quadratic formula. So we have 49, and then negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. 20 times 4 is 80, so that's plus 80. And that equals 129. So we would just put that value, 129. Find the discriminant. So we do the same thing. We have 5y squared minus 8y minus 7 equals 0. Identify your A, which is 5, your B, which is negative 8, and your C, which is negative 7. Use the formula, so it's negative 8 squared minus 4 times A, which is 5, times C, which is negative 7. So that's 64. And then negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. 28 times 5. So we got 28 multiplied by 5. That's 4. That's 14. So, excuse me, plus 140. That gives us 4, 10, 204. So this is going to continue to ask us to find the discriminant. I'll be back. I'll see if there's any others that you would need to know. All right, we're going to continue to find the discriminant, but we have the next portion of this, which also asks us how many real solutions does the equation have. So if you'll remember, if the number that we find, so if the discriminant is greater than 0, you have 2 real solutions. If the discriminant is equal to 0, you have 1 real solution. If the discriminant is less than 0, then you have no real solutions. So we've got, let's go ahead and identify our A, B, and C. A is 7, B is 5, and C is 7. So we're going to take 5 squared minus 4 times A, which is 7, times C, which is also 7. You can already tell that your discriminant is going to be negative. So that's 25 minus 196. At this point, you could stop. You don't have to continue the math. If you do, you'll see that that is equal to negative 171. That's the determinant is less than 0, so we have no real solutions. And so you'll continue with this one. I'll see if there are any others we need to address. So we have our next example. 5w squared plus 8 is equal to 0. I've gone ahead and identified our A, B, and C. A is 5, B is 0 because there's no w term. C is 8. So then we're going to take 0 squared minus 4 times A, which is 5, times C, which is 8. So that's 0 squared minus 160. So since our discriminant is less than 0, we have no real solutions. We're going to continue to find the discriminant. You might notice this one looks a little bit different than all the others. What you have to remember is that regardless of how the quadratic looks, you must always have all of your terms A, B, and C on the same side, and the quadratic equation must be set equal to 0. So what I'm going to do is I want to make my 7 positive, so I'm going to add 7q squared, and I'm going to add 1. And I'm going to do the same on the other side of the equal sign, so I'm adding 7q squared and I'm adding 1. So now I have 7q squared plus 3q plus 1 equals 0. And then you can just pick up your process from there. Identify your A, which is 7, B, which is 3, and C, which is 1. And so B squared is 9 minus 4 times 7 times 1. 9 minus 28, we know that's less than 0. It's actually negative 19. So we have no real solutions. Alright, as you can see over here, I've made it into the challenge round, and all the questions are pretty much the same. They're not going to throw anything else at you that I can see that you wouldn't know how to tackle. Remember to join us for Power Hour on Mondays, 12:15 to 1:30. For tutoring, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4:30 to 6:30. All 4 of those sessions happen in Math World. Friday by appointment only. However, if you need a quiet place to work, you can come to my room at 7:30 and work until class starts. See you then. Bye.